how to file form number 3. We have an eminent speaker, Kunal Mody. I request Monish Shah to briefly introduce him.
Thank you, Vijay sir, for giving this opportunity to introduce CA Kunal A. Mody for our second speaker for the day. Uh, he is a qualified CA with a vast experience starting from 2014. He is an FCA his qualifications are he is an FCA BCom in ANF, certificate course of Rera, certificate course of concurrent audit, certificate course of financial planning and wealth management, certificate course on AI level 1. His professional experience is Rera registration and consulting, practicing since 2014. He has conducted sessions on Swami Fund and stalled projects, Rera registration and compliance. He has attended first Rera leadership development program conducted by Committee on Commercial Laws, Economic Advisory and NPO Cooperative of ICAI. He is a contributor in WIRC Taxman second edition Rera Law and Practice. He has been a part of Rera study group WIRC BKC as a convener for 25-26. He's been a deputy convener in the same study group for 24-25. He's a contributor in Rera Help Desk launched by WIRC. With this, I would like to Vijay sir to give a memento to CAQ Kunal Mody. Thank you, Vijay sir. I would now like CA Bijal Doshi to hand over a receipt of contribution to CABF fund. So with this, I would like CA Kunal Mody to enlighten us with his knowledge today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Monish. Monish. Okay. Pass. So let's start with some discussion, then we will go to our main topic. So Rera came into existence in 2017. Basi- Rera 2017 में लॉन्च हो गया था. It was started from 1st July 2017. All projects which were ongoing were were liable to get registered within a month, and those projects who have got OC till July were exempted from taking the registration. Whom does this Rera apply? Which projects Rera apply? Firstly, when we started in 2017, then we used to check both options, 500 square meter as well as total number of units, 8 units. Whichever gets fulfilled, we used to take the Rera registration. And as and when after 4 years, there was a circular from Rera stating that both conditions has to be fulfilled. Then only Rera is applicable. I hope I am going. You are getting it? Thank you. So we will discuss and then we will go through these slides. So if there is any questions in between, you can raise the hand and we can discuss during the session itself, so that it's easy for everyone to correlate the information. I'm going through little bit much before of this particular order number 56, which has been issued in 2024, which states how the bank of the Rera account should be operated. So first we are discussing what was there and why this order was required. So Rera has notified that all the amounts which are collected, from that 70% has to be deposited in separate bank account. Before this order, only separate bank account number was mentioned in the Rera application. There was no such declaration being taken from the bank stating that this Rera account has been opened by the promoter or it is being maintained by the promoter. There were no such declarations being issued by the bank for the same. So there were lots of lacunas being done by the developer, and slowly and gradually it came to the notice of the Rera authorities. So after a while they issued an order on 30th June, 30 or 25th June, stating that from 1st July 2024 all new registrations have to make sure they open an Rera bank account, Rera collection account, Rera designated separate bank account, and Rera transaction account. These three accounts are mandated by this particular order. These three account numbers also has to be mentioned in your allotment letter as well as in your agreement for sale, which is being registered. First, it was not that compulsory before 1/7/2024. After 1/7/24, it is compulsory to mention your account numbers of the promoter, stating that your account number is so and so. How does this particular accounts operate? First is Rera collection bank account. What does it mean? If whatever amount is being collected from the allottees, कस्टमर को रेरा में अलॉटीज बोला जाता है, तो कुछ भी अमाउंट रिसीव्ड होता है अलॉटीज से तो उसको 100% रेरा कलेक्शन बैंक अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट करना है. विच अकाउंट? रेरा कलेक्शन बैंक अकाउंट. एंड फ्रॉम दैट 100 rupees, 70 will be transferred to Rera designated separate bank account and 30 rupees will be transferred to Rera transaction bank account. Correct? 100 rupees कलेक्शन हुआ तो 70 rupees जाएगा मेरा separate बैंक अकाउंट में, 30 rupees will go in my transaction bank account. I cannot get a checkbook or any standing instructions or any lien mark on my Rera collection account. Okay, is it clear? I cannot get a checkbook, no standing instructions to be issued from this account to going elsewhere. Only 100 rupees will get transferred to separate bank account and 70 rupees will get transferred into separate bank account and 30 rupees will go to Rera transaction account. Correct? All agree? So from here 70 rupees can be withdrawn as and when I had utilized, I had incurred as per the form 3. Whatever is my withdrawal limits, I can withdraw this 70 rupees again. Here also they have issued कि we should not get checkbooks, we should not use any standing instructions, loan accounts, lien marks should not be there in this separate bank account also. Only Rera authority can put a lien on this bank account. No other no other authorities can put any lien on this Rera separate bank account. Rera separate bank account main purpose is to complete the utilization of the funds towards the construction of the project. So to make sure all the funds are utilized for the real estate project, Rera separate bank account 70% only can be withdrawn with the help of form 1, form 2 and form 3. So what is form 1? Okay. So basically form 1 is issued by an architect at the time of registration as well as every QPR. For updation of the project, architect will only state the percentage completion of the real estate project. He will only certify that this particular project is being completed by so much percentage. There are 8 to 10 items which he certifies this item is particularly completed this much. Okay, so form 1 only certifies the percentage of completion of the real estate project. Form 2 is issued by engineer. So form 2 is being issued by engineer. Engineer will calculate what is the amount which is estimated to be incurred for doing the real estate project, and he will also certify on every quarter on quarter the details ki, how much is the expenditure which is incurred, estimated amount incurred for completion of the project. So basically in form 2 there will be amount which has been notified by the engineer stating that this particular amount is incurred. Correct? I hope everyone has seen form 1, form 2. जिसने नहीं देखा है वो हाथ ऊपर करो. अरे बहुत सारे ठीक है. In between form 3 start होने के पहले we will download it on I hope net is there. So we will download and show the form 1, form 2 on the portal here itself. So we will see one of the form 1, form 2. So it is easy for you all. Then form 3 is being issued by a CA, certifying that this much amount which can be withdrawn from the Rera designated bank account. So form 3 is basically a document. Basically these 3 documents has to be submitted to the bankers for withdrawing of your amount which is in your Rera separate bank account. Correct? Then only you will get the funds which is available in your Rera separate bank account, or else you cannot withdraw the amount from your Rera separate bank account. You can, if the project is lapsed, means you have not extended your project registration, like if your project is getting completed by 31st May 2026 and if you have not got extension till date, then after 31st May 2026 you are not allowed to withdraw the amount from the Rera designated bank account. The order clearly states that no bank should allow withdrawing purpose from Rera separate bank account, but still some banks allow it. Okay, so and whenever your project is going to expire, make sure you tell your client to withdraw whatever amount is lying idle in Rera separate bank account one day before, so that there is no hindrance and at least the working capital is intact, because registration itself will take around 30 to 45 days to get from the Rera authorities. Minimum, I am telling you, 30 to 45 days. It may get varied if you are not able to respond the queries, and it may take time also. So it is better you withdraw the amount 1 or 2 days before, and before your project is going to expire. Yes. That is a good question, but sir, in form 1, the architect and engineer are liable to do the calculation much beforehand, stating that to complete this whole project, they give an estimated cost to the developer, stating that this much cost will be incurred for licensing permissions and this much cost will be liable for construction activity, which includes cement, steel, raw material, other labor, everything. So in that particular cost sheet, you have to just multiply with the percentage which is being given by the architect, you will get the desired result. And structural engineers always provide these details. Like form 1, both architect and the structural engineer both provides the information. They don't have to give the exact amount which is being incurred. They have to just certify, like for example, for doing 10 floors construction activity, they would have, at the time of registration, they would have put it as a 2 crore cost. If 5 floors are constructed, so they can put approximately 1 crore 10 lakhs or 1 crore amount as amount which is used for construction activity. That has not to be perfectly matched with your books of account. It has to be nearby, you can say, or as such there is a withdrawal limit which is lower of the construction cost estimated by the engineer or the construction cost incurred as per books. So it is lower of. So It's an estimate, but it's a certificate issued by Form 2, by an engineer. Sir, because here the engineer, as sir correctly specified, us, our engineer cannot give the correct actual cost of the real estate project. So in that way, the engineer only does the calculation as per his working and then issues the certificate. It's a certificate. Estimated amount of yeah. Incurred definition, sir. Yes, I understand. Incurred definition is for Form 3. Here it is estimated amount cost. I will. That's why I told you. I will show you Form 1, Form 2, just for your reference, so that you get understanding of what is Form 1 and what is Form 2. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. But you have to provide Form 1, Form 2 and Form 3. Form 2 only certifies the construction cost of the project. It does not take into consideration land cost, any rehab cost which is being paid in the form of rent or any other expenses, nor it qualifies as a stamp duty which has been paid for registering your development agreement, nor it considers your other overheads like salaries, professional fees. It also not covers that. So basically it only talks about the building construction cost. Here, while issuing Form 3, what all cost being incurred for the completion of the real estate project, that has to be considered while issuing Form 3. Form 3 has a different part, but here we are just discussing bank account. So we are just discussing about how the bank account operates. So bank account, for withdrawing amount from separate bank account, I require Form 1, Form 2 and Form 3. This set is required at the time of registration, and as and when I get the registration, every financial quarter, before 20th of next month, I have to submit it. For example, April, May, June, I have to submit by 20th July. Form 1, Form 2 and Form 3. Now, if there is two options while making it, you can manually prepare and upload the same on the Rera portal if your migration is not done. And if your migration is done, then you have to generate it from the system, Form 3. Okay, correct? All agree? So make sure before your project gets expired, you withdraw your amount from your Rera designated separate bank account. The third account is a Rera transaction bank account, where your 30% of the money which you can utilize for construction, other than construction activity, marketing, your direct tax payments, all other expenses which are ancillary to the real estate project. So that 30% will take care of. This particular circular also stated how the nomenclature of the account should be. So how the nomenclature should be: ABC Limited Rera collection bank account for XYZ project. So they have so much streamlined the details so that whenever we are doing some registration work, or as well as during the future payments by the allottee, everything is transparent enough. Rera has tried to bring as much transparency it can bring in the whole ecosystem, and it is trying to bring more transparency day by day. So basically your amounts which are been with a particular project is not getting utilized in another project. Earlier developers or the promoters I am not telling about any specific, but some developers have by mistakenly put the check in other project. Sometimes it happens, like it goes in the different project altogether. So there also the withdrawal limit, if I am not having a withdrawal limit over here, I had put it in another account or another project which is having the same name of my promoter. So the customer used to not to come to know where the money is going out. So for this transparency to bring in, they have specifically stated that it has to maintain the promoter account as well as your project name. I hope you are getting it. So in this way, they have started to make all the accounts in the same nomenclature. A declaration has to be provided by the developer as well as your banker. The client's banker also has to give a certificate stating that these particular accounts are open, and these are the nomenclatures which are being used for operation of these bank accounts. This much specific details has been provided in this particular order number 56. After this, they even came up with a circular. In the same circular, they have also mentioned how area sharing bank account details have to be maintained, as well as in revenue sharing how the bank accounts are to be operated. For area sharing, in the same way, they have to maintain Rera collection bank account, Rera separate bank account, and Rera transaction bank account. In Rera revenue sharing method, they have specifically stated to open a master account. Like it will be a master escrow account, master account, Rera collection master account. From there, the money will then get bifurcated into promoter and landowner account. Like if it is 60-40, if I am getting 100 rupees from customer, 60 rupees will go to promoter developer. So Rera collection bank account of the landowner developer will get 60 rupees. And vice versa, the landowner will get 40 rupees. And then 60 will again get bifurcated into 70-30. So 42 and 18 rupees. And here also 40 gets bifurcated into 12 and 18 rupees. 24 and 16 rupees. Okay. So here they have come up with a Rera master bank account for revenue sharing. In area sharing, it is same, only more promoter details has to be provided. So all these details have to be provided in the declaration and the certificate which are being issued by promoter as well as the banker. The banker has to put all the bank account details. These certificates are only at the time of registration. For Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, see in earlier circulars, they have specifically stated that you can put a declaration stating that there is no amount withdrawn, and you can directly file a QPR with Form 1, Form 2 and a declaration. You don't have to issue a Form 3. This was the exemption given in earlier circular, but after migration into Kriti 2.0, which is the new website, that particular things has now get changed. So now here in withdrawal update, you have to file your Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 every quarter on quarter. If you have still not migrated your data in the Kriti, then you can go ahead with Form 1, Form 2 and a self declaration. Okay. And if there is you have migrated, then you have to compulsory issue Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, all three. Okay. I hope you got the question. The question was ki if there is no withdrawn during the quarter, so can the Form 3 can be issued for 2 quarters together? So answer is yes, but they have not now changed the website. So we have to be with website, so that's why we have to issue it. No, no. For that, for Annexure D, he is talking about Annexure D, where it is specially written that it is for only ongoing projects. So the projects which were ongoing during 1/7/2017, for that projects only that particular row is applicable. I will show you in Form 3. Okay. No, it is not mandatory. Majorly everyone is taking this opinion. About the Annexure D part, it is specifically written for ongoing projects. So everyone is taking this opinion. These particular things are only applicable to the projects which were in transition, like which were ongoing on 1st July 2017, not for the current registrations which you have taken and which are ongoing. Okay. So this was all about bank operations. We discussed about area sharing as well as revenue sharing. Now let's go to the certificates, for which the Rera also issued a certificate stating that if any loan is taken from any person or any NBFC on the project, then a certificate has to be issued by the promoter himself stating that these particular funds are utilized for construction activity, as well as the amount which is encumbered and for which flats they have encumbered, that has to be certified and uploaded on the Rera portal. This particular circular notified the same. Yes, I will take it. So basically here, whenever if any finance is being taken by any project, real estate project, they have to specifically state what amount loan has been taken from whom, what is the rate of interest, on which date it is taken, and whether it is utilized for the real estate project, and then that particular certificate has to be uploaded. Then only you can get the amount to be for repayment of that particular loan, you can utilize from the separate bank account, and the interest on this particular loan amount will only be deducted for NBFCs. Yeah, for unsecured loan taken from private parties, you you are not the interest part you are talking, or the loan part. So interest part will be taken in this form 3, but I'm giving you answer at present itself. The interest part is not allowed to be withdrawn because that has to be taken from the NBFCs, an exact word I'm not remembering. So that amount you cannot withdraw, and for this loan amount you can withdraw from Rera separate bank account, provided you have certified and putted the details in your certificate in while taking the registration, or in your QPR you have uploaded that you have taken a loan from this particular person and you have uploaded the same on the Rera portal. Correct. Yeah, but that is not allowed for withdrawal purpose. Yeah, interest part is not allowed. Yeah, they have to take, and sometimes they take like you can say advance from the customer, and they are showing it as loan, and then they are repaying that all activities they do. So basically in that case also you are not allowed that as an income expenditure. In this particular order, they are also stated the guidelines for change of bank account, stating that all the pending QPR compliances has to be done, and while change of correction you have to put an affidavit stating that while you are changing the bank account, you have to put a affidavit, and as well as annexure A, B, same documents has to be uploaded again, stating that the balance and why you are transferring your bank account to the another bank account. In change of project details, you have to upload this. In correction you can do correction model. Okay, and even in this particular circular they have stated for cancellation, like if some amounts which have been deposited in your collection account, and that amount you have to refund it. So how you will refund it? Because 70 is deposited in separate bank account, 30 is in transaction bank account. So you will be able to pay only 30 rupees. You will tell 70 rupees, when I will get the withdrawal limit, I will pay you. Normally people say in this way. So the Rera specifically allowed, you can show that particular amount as cost incurred for your project, and then you can allow it for withdrawing purpose. So basically this 70 also you can withdraw easily for your allottees, and you can repay them for the cancellation purpose. I told construction cost of the project in incurred. In form 3 construction cost, the second part of the table B, first row item, in that you can add it up. In order number 56, they are specifically stated. You can put a note in your comment. There is a total table G provided. You can put whatever comment you want to put, but they have specifically stated in your order number 56 itself. So if you, even if you don't put it, it's okay. For your own working, you maintain it. Principal amount is allowed provided you put a declaration stating that this amount is being taken only for construction activity at the time of registration or at the time of receipt of the loan. Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you. It can be both ways. Whenever you take a loan, you have to update in the Rera portal stating no amendment. Normal declaration has to be provided stating that this particular amount loan has been accepted for this particular purpose, and on this particular date it has been received. And a CA certificate has also to be enclosed along with that particular certificate. So you will put that this has been utilized for the construction purpose. So, yeah. So if it is not utilized, you will not give the certificate and you are not eligible for withdrawing purpose also. See, loan amounts are directly you can deposit in Rera transaction bank account, not collection account. But some banks which are funding you, they deposit money in Rera collection account sometimes. Some banks do the way. So it is case to case. That I will tell you while I show you form 3, or you will leave early. So that's why. Jokes. Yes. For 70% or which account are you doing? See, are you telling me during, see, his question is very dangerous. Everyone kindly listen him, because this is very genuine question. If we don't listen this, then it's very hard. He is telling कि प्रोजेक्ट में पैसे विड्रॉ कर लिए, सब कर लिए, अभी थोड़े दिन के बाद एजेंसीज आ गई है. अभी एजेंसीज आ गई है तो एजेंसीज बोल रही है जो सर्टिफिकेट आपने इशू किए वो नॉन जेन्युइन है. करेक्ट? सो while issuing form 3, what precautions we have to take? That is a basic proof. The second basic proof is you try to visit their site every year at least once. Every quarterly is best, sir, but if you don't go every quarterly, at least go once in a year. The question is different, sir. You are not listening. That is the problem. हाँ, पैसा निकल गया है तो आप क्या करो, सबसे बेस्ट है कि यू ट्राई टू विजिट साइट वंस एंड फॉर अ वाइल and try to make sure ki all your accounts are prepared as per the GSTR report, so that you have one more thing stating that these all vouchers withdrawn purpose which we are certifying is as per GST reports too. Try to take as much maximum documents you can take from the client while issuing form 3, and make sure you communicate with form 1 issuing form 1 architect and engineer once in a while. I'm not telling you frequently you communicate with those guys, but at least once in a while, because at least to make sure that these forms are issued genuinely. They are not copy pasted, they are not issued by the promoter themselves. So for that reason, you can call once and just ask whether this there is some clerical or typing mistake. You talk with them in that sense first, and then make sure that these particular forms are certified by them, so that you can come to know they are genuine. Or you can ask in email itself from directly from the professionals, so that there are no hiccups. And sir, वो बहुत once in a while वाला केस आप जो बोल रहे हो, ठीक है. So these all are from order number 56. हम लोग ने मेजरली ऑर्डर नंबर 56 कवर कर लिया है. इसमें किसी को कुछ डाउट है? मैं स्लाइड्स एक बार घुमा दूंगा फटाफट. हाँ, कुछ नहीं, उसका आपको ये करना है, रिकन्सिलेशन बना के आपको तो विड्रॉल लिमिट में मिल जाएगा, तो अभी विड्रॉ कर लो. यस यस. सो इनका क्वेश्चन ये है कि डायरेक्टली सेपरेट अकाउंट बैंक में आ गया 100% कलेक्शन के बदले, तो विड्रॉल लिमिट में आपको मिलेगा ही नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में, तो आप तभी विड्रॉ कर लो. क्या हाँ, आप एफडी क्रिएट कर सकते हो. जीरो जीरो जीरो. You can directly take, see there is one more question regarding pass-through amounts. Pass-through amounts means GST, stamp duty, any other charges which is not for towards the construction cost of means flash cost. That amount can directly be deposited in Rera transaction bank account, or that amount can be deposited in altogether a different account for only exclusive for GST and stamp duty. Yes, there are standing instructions given directly ki whatever amount is being collected in your Rera collection bank account, 70% will be going to the Rera separate bank account and 30% to Rera transaction. The standing instructions are already given while opening of the bank account. Okay. Yes. Yeah. You can withdraw. Like for example, at present I am having a withdrawal capacity in the month of June. I am having a withdrawal capacity of 1 crore. For example, I have got collection in the June of 1.5 crores. So basically 70% means 1 crore 5 lakhs will be deposited in Rera separate bank account, and 45 lakhs will be deposited in Rera transaction bank account. So here only I have a withdrawal limit of 1 crore. So I can withdraw 1 crore. 5 lakhs is idle, but I had done my construction activity where I can withdraw this amount. So I can again take form 1, form 2, form 3 and withdraw the amount. So whenever if your account limit has been breached, means completed, you again have to issue form number 1, 2, 3. In between also you can use that again and withdraw the purpose. For filing QPR, you have to submit both form 1, form 2, form 3. So you cannot do like you have taken in between form 1, form 2, form 3 and you're getting an exemption for another form 3. I hope you have got this. Everyone? सो गए? हाँ, yes, for that also self declaration as well as your declaration from CS stating that this amount has been utilized for this particular project. Okay, so I will just go through these slides. If we have missed something, then we will discuss on order number 56, or we will go to form number 3. no lien bank account. See, excess funds in the separate account may be placed in no lien fixed deposits with the same bank. No loan can be obtained against such FDs and no charge can be created on them. जो भी रेरा सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट में पैसा पड़ा है उसकी आप एफडीज क्रिएट कर सकते हो, बट देयर मैच्योरिटी ऑल्सो हैज़ टू बी गेट विड्रॉन इन रेरा सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट इटसेल्फ. यू कैन नॉट पुट इन योर रेरा ट्रांजेक्शन बैंक अकाउंट. दिस इज डन टू सेफगार्ड ऑल द allottees so that whenever your project is stalled or expired, the amount is being idle in your RERA separate bank account. Yes. Yes. Provided he has got OC. If OC concept is not there in RERA as such. RERA has only the concept of completion certificate. If the completion certificate is received by the developer, then you don't have to upload in the RERA portal. If only the OC is received, then पार्ट OC, मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, OC का ही कंसेप्ट नहीं है. पार्ट OC, फुल OC कोई भी कंसेप्ट ही नहीं है रेरा में. रेरा हैज़ अ ओनली कंसेप्ट ऑफ completion certificate. OC means occupation certificate. It is safe to occupy the premises. Completion certificate means कि your whole project is completed with whatever municipal authorities which amenities have to be provided has been completed by the developer. So after completion of all the amenities as given by the condition given by the municipal authorities, you get a CC, completion certificate. We have a understanding CC means commencement certificate. बट यहाँ पे रेरा में कंप्लीशन सर्टिफिकेट की ही वैलिडिटी है. तो इन द पार्ट ऑफ OC, आफ्टर गेटिंग OC, इफ यू आर गेटिंग मॉर्गेज दिस पर्टिकुलर फ्लैट्स, then you have to intimate to RERA or you have to upload a lien mark certificate on your units on the RERA website stating that this particular units are. Sorry? Yes, yes. सर डेवलपर कुछ भी करे, बट रेरा में बोला है फॉर्म फॉर क्लोजर ऑफ योर बैंक अकाउंट एंड फॉर द क्लोजर ऑफ योर प्रोजेक्ट इन रेरा you have to take CC, completion certificate, as well as form 4. I understand. BMC for RERA, BMC gives the completion certificate, as well as the RERA authorities have requested to get a form 4 from the architect stating that the whatever the amenities as per the layout plan has been completed or not. Developer sir. I understand, but completion is compulsory. Okay. Yeah. No, it's required. Form 4 is required irrespective of whether you get CC, OC. You have to, along with that, submit a form 4. They are closing on the basis of OC. सर महारेरा क्लोज कर रहा है, कल जब वो सर्कुलर लेकर आ जाएगा तो क्या करोगे? एक्ट में OC करके पार्टी नहीं है. नहीं, OC is less than. OC only certifies that you can use the premises for residential or whatever purposes it is mentioned. But for getting completion, you have to do certain activities which they have given the conditions while taking the permission. जैसे आपको बोला रहेगा 25 पार्किंग प्रोवाइड करो, अभी OC के टाइम की आपकी 20 पार्किंग भी प्रोवाइड की रहेगी, तो 20 मतलब दे गिव द परमिशन फॉर OC. मेरे ख्याल से। तो वैसे तो वहाँ पे आपको ओसी मिल गया, बट और एडिशनल 5 पार्किंग प्रोवाइड करना है, या फिर कुछ गार्डन लैंडस्केप है, या कुछ कॉमन एम्यूनिटीज़ में कुछ चीज़ें हैं, तो वैसे करके द कंडीशंस एज प्रिस्क्राइब्ड इन योर कमेंसमेंट सर्टिफिकेट हैज़ टू बी फुलफिल्ड बिफोर गेटिंग द completion certificate. So that's why the completion certificate is a very difficult task than OC. So public take OC and gives you the possession. Yes. No. Yes. Your refunds to allot is from separate bank account. We have discussed. Cancellation. CCA certificates with UDN is required wherever we are issuing the details of the loan. Yes. Normal accounts. No, not such. And all the bank accounts which are open for the promoter, landowner, in area sharing or in revenue sharing, has to be opened in the same bank, same branch, for operational purpose. So all the bank accounts of the landowner in area sharing as well as in revenue sharing, you have to make sure you open the in the same bank, same branch. In the case of redevelopment agreement, while making the RERA registration, you also have to put a declaration stating that these particular numbers of units have been allocated to tenants, and no bank account is to be opened for the society. A declaration has to be submitted by the promoter at the time of taking registration. This is about registration I am giving you. So this has nothing to do with order number 56. While taking registration, you have to put a declaration stating that why the society is not opening a bank account.
Existing rehab guys buy extra area and it is in a single unit. How do you split that into two parts, which is rehab and sale for that particular, because there is no separate bifurcation of that in form 3. Otherwise there will be more number of units in form 3 compared to the actual approval, and that is where a lot of queries come in terms of how are you showing rehab unit as a sale.
Okay.
And one more query with respect to similar thing, where typically all the developers would, whenever they start a new project, once the IOD is received, they typically ask for say 10% token amount, whatever, for that additional area. Now you have received that initial amount from the members before the RERA registration. Now RERA does not allow you to sell any area before the getting the registration certificate. So how do you show it while getting the registration?
Yes. That is not a problem. सर पहले सेशन में नहीं थे, आप थे उसके लिए तो वापस में बोल रहा मतलब सी वाइल इशूइंग फॉर्म 3, अभी है ना 2 टेक्निकल स्टेजेस में फॉर्म 3 बन रहे हैं. आप पहले टेक्निकल में बिल्डिंग डिटेल्स डालते हो, तो वहाँ पे आपकी पूरी डेटा फेच हो जाती है स्टेटिंग दैट अबाउट ऑल दी एरिया फ्लैट्स विच यूनिट्स विच आर फॉर सेल, वो टेक्निकल में से सब सिलेक्ट हो जाती है, एंड वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट दैट सम यूनिट्स आर फॉर रिहैब. So all details of your sold units has to be updated in your technical details. With regards to PAA rehab flats, which you have selected as rehab in technical, you get an option during form 3. There you have to mention their old flat number, new flat number, how much area you are giving him free of cost, and how much you are giving at chargeable area, and how much amount you have received, and what is balance area amount receivable. That has to be mentioned at the time of form 3 issuance. There is a separate tab altogether, and that in that particular tab even you have to mention the date of PAA agreement signed. So that is in form 3. If your project is migrated, sir, you will get that option. If your project is not migrated, you will not get that option. And if you are not getting that option, then manually you can put in PAA agreement, flats allocated to society rehab. There only you can put an extra column stating that they have booked additional area. So for that you are charging this much amount, and you have not received amount. And in case society rehab members are giving you money, I'm not telling you it is allowed to be collected before taking Rera registration, but on a safer side, if you are showing as amount collected at the time of registration, you can put a remark ki rehab members are not covered under Rera. In that case you can do. No. No. No, for additional area also they are not covered. Because it is like you are only buying some space additional to complete your unit. If for example I am a area sharing person, leave society redevelopment in a different question. I am telling you I am a landowner, I will get 30% flats and you are getting 70% flats. In that 30% flats, in the area calculation, there was one flat which I was getting only half. So I have to pay you for half flat. I hope you are getting. So in that case, I will be still treated as a co-promoter. I cannot be treated as a allottee. Yes. Because the title of the land is with the society. Society only gives the permission to construct the premises, the construction of the whole building. They does not give the land to the developer. Yes. In one of the judgments, society is also liable. In one of the judgments. Goregaon Pal. You can take an indemnity yes. So there is a different body altogether which is going to start, but still it is not yet started. For this stalled projects and the society redevelopment projects, wherever there is a dispute between the society as well as the developer, a new body will be forming sooner, but still they are under due process. That is correct. That is yeah. That's what I'm telling you. That is as per the judgment which is on the basis of Goregaon Pal CHS. On the basis of the same, they are giving this order. But in some cases where the society is taking care of the new allottees, so there is no such dispute. Where no, society is liable because society is yes. Yes, but the new developer has to make sure that he settles the new allottees of the erstwhile developer so that the project gets smoothened, or there will be lots of difficulties for the societies as well as the new developers for completion of the real estate project. and those promoter who change bank account after 1st July 2024, they also have to maintain the bank accounts in this particular format. Those who were using it erstwhile before 1st July 2024, they were exempted to not use such type of bank accounts. Rest all were compulsory after 1st July 2024 to make sure all bank accounts are open. Bank account. This is a Format A declaration. The disclosure for secured unsecured finance: name of the lender, address of the lender, date of borrowing, disbursement, sanction amount, disburse amount, outstanding amount, details of mortgage if any. All these details have to be uploaded on the promoter letterhead, as well as we have to issue a CA certificate certifying this is utilized for the real estate project. This is for non-compliance ticket. I hope that part is covered. Bank account part is covered. Any questions for bank account? No. For bank accounts? Yes. For rehab project, sir, that's what I told you. While issuing form 3, if I am issuing form 3, I will tell the developer कि you have to deposit in Rera collection bank account. If I am the issuing form 3, okay. If I am consulting, I will make to his knowledge that Rera does not take rehab into picture, but I will always tell him to deposit the amount in Rera collection bank account, even if it is from rehab. Yeah, it's optional, but I always advise client to take the money in Rera collection bank account, because there are 2 orders of Rera stating that rehab members are not allottees, and in all circulars they have stated amount to be collected from allottees has to be deposited in Rera collection bank account. Separate bank account cannot be attached by anyone. Separate bank account cannot be attached. Any other bank account you can, transaction bank account or any other account. There are 2 things. The consent, when there is a change of promoter, you have to take into consideration. When there is not a change of promoter, at that time for extension and correction you don't require. So you don't have to consider unless and until their flats are not changed. I hope what I am telling you. His question is, while calculation the percentage of consent, whether we have to take into consideration the rehab members while calculation of the 51% consent. सर एक्स्ट्रा एरिया भी लोगे ना तो आप रिहैब भी कहलाओगे, पहले तो वो समझ लो, फिर कंसेप्ट अपना क्लियर हो जाएगा. बट मैं आपका क्वेश्चन थोड़ा मॉडिफाई कर देता हूँ. इस आपका नहीं, बस मैं मॉडिफाइड क्वेश्चन इज कि इफ अ रिहैब मेंबर सिग्नेचर विल बी काउंटेड इन 51% और नॉट. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन while taking the consent. So for change of any plans or for change of extension of the project, rehab members signatures are not required for extension as well as change of plans. Change of plans signature would be required provided if their units are getting changed. It is better to take signatures. If their units are getting changed, then you have to take signatures. रिहैब हो, रिहैब ही कहलाओगे आप। अगर अभी 4 लो, 5 लो, कुछ भी लो, रिहैब। हाँ हाँ, बोलो बोलो। The combination is very dangerous. No, no. Once, see, basically, once you are rehab, uh, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. There is this details. If you are a member of the society at that particular time, then you have the tag of rehab. If you are buying altogether a new property from him, then you will be treated as an allotee. For example, I am having a 2 BHK flat and I am buying one more 2 BHK flat. Then for additional buying of a particular 2 BHK flat, I should not adjust anything. ये पहले ध्यान रखो. I should not adjust anything. I can adjust the rent arrears or the rent receivables, but I cannot adjust the area size. कि अगर वहाँ का 100 फुट बचा है वो मैं यहाँ पे 100 फुट एडजस्ट करके 1100 का फुट का फ्लैट लूँ तो मैं रिहैब ही कहलाऊंगा. हाँ तो रिहैब अलग एग्रीमेंट बनेगा तो ही आप रिहैब के बाहर जाओगे. हाँ हाँ, तो फिर आपका अलग ही हो रहेगा ना. हाँ वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ सर, वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ. कंफ्यूज मत हो जाओ सब लोग. सिंपल समझो कि अगर आपका PAA एग्रीमेंट से बन रहा है तो आप रिहैब में हो. अगर आपको नया एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल बन रहा है आपका तो आप अलॉटी हो. सिंपल. अरे मेरे भाई कुछ भी कर ले, जॉइंट कर, कुछ भी कर. जॉइंट करना है वो तेरी मर्जी है, बट बोथ एग्रीमेंट्स आर डिफरेंट और सेम. हाँ तो खत्म हो गया ना. आप जॉइंट करो, कुछ भी करो, उससे क्या लेना देना है. रेरा को क्या लेना देना है या बिल्डर को क्या लेना देना है. हाँ? वो छोड़ दो, जाने दो. सिलेबस में से बाहर निकाल दो उसको. यस. आप आपके अकाउंट्स में कैसे करोगे वैसे ही आपको फॉर्म 3 में करना है. जैसे कि आप ऊपर इनकम में पेड में ले लोगे खर्चा में, और यहाँ पे आप उसको कलेक्शन में दिखाओगे. जेवी मार के आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा. एक ही मिनट. हाँ अरे भाई ये भी नाराज हो गया. ठीक है, तो अभी हम लोग फॉर्म 3 पे जाते हैं डिस्कस करते करते, क्योंकि आई डोंट नो व्हाई वेबसाइट इज़ नॉट वर्किंग. फॉर्म 3 पे आ जाते हैं. फॉर्म 3 इज़ बेसिकली गवर्न अंडर सेक्शन 42 LD. ये याद रखो, कभी भी कोई भी बोल रहा है फॉर्म 3 क्यों देते हैं तो 42 LD याद रहना चाहिए. अगर हम फॉर्म दे रहे हैं और हमको 42 LD नहीं पता है तो वी आर ऑन अ रॉन्ग ट्रैक. तो 42 LD में हमको प्रोविज़न दिया गया है वेयर वी स्टेट दैट कि 70% ऑफ द रेरा सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट विड्रॉन will be issued by a certificate will be issued by a CA. ये 42 LD में लिखा हुआ है. फिर उसके बाद एक सर्कुलर आया है महारेरा का स्टेटिंग दैट फॉर्म 3 कैन नॉट बी इशूड बाय द स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर ऑफ द प्रमोटर. फॉर्म 3 एंड फॉर्म 5 शुड नॉट बी इशूड बाय द सेम पर्सन्स. ठीक है, ये सब ध्यान रखना, नहीं तो आपको नोटिस आएगा रेरा अथॉरिटीज से. एंड दे आर issuing notices when you go for registration तभी उनको पता चल जाता है कि आपका फॉर्म 3 फॉर्म 5 एक ही जन ने इशू किया, तो वो टाइम पे वो इशू करते नोटिस. सो इट इज़ बेटर, make sure you don't issue form 3 if you are doing statutory audit of any companies or the companies which you where you are issuing form 5. Yes. Yes, correct. You have to do audit every year after your financial year ends. Before 30th September you have to submit form 5, irrespective. Even 1 rupee you have to, 0 rupees then too. Form 5 has to be uploaded. So form 5 has to be uploaded, and there is 2 annual compliances. One is form 2A and form 5, and rest all is QPR. 3 in QPR we submit form 1, form 2 and form 3. So for form 3 we have bifurcated into table A, which states about estimation of the real estate project. Table B states about the actual amount which is being incurred for the real estate project. Sir, try करूँ. Okay, sorry. वो करते हैं. हमारे स्टडी ग्रुप के मेंबर है, थोड़ा परेशान करने दो. तो फॉर्म 1 फॉर्म 2 टेबल ए स्पेसिफिकली स्टेट्स कि हम एस्टिमेशन ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट प्रोजेक्ट जो भी खर्चा रहेगा उसके बारे में टेबल ए बोलेगा. टेबल ए के कोरिलेशन में ही टेबल बी है, वेयर वी एज अ सीए हैज टू सर्टिफाई द अमाउंट विच इज इनकर्ड. इन महाराष्ट्र द वर्ड इनकर्ड इज गिवन. इन गुजरात दे हैव एक्सप्लिसिटली said he paid. Sorry, टेबल ए में बी में सेम है till the part of table A. Table B is same, where we certify the total amount which is incurred. In table B, for the construction cost we have to compare with the construction cost as estimated by the engineer and compare. Whichever is less we have to consider that. And after the completion of table B as corresponding to table A, there is a row which states that how much percentage amount has been incurred for total to the total cost which is estimated. And then if you have withdrawn some amount from your you get an amount which is eligible for withdrawal purpose. You have to deduct whatever amount which has been withdrawn from your Rera designated separate bank account. Most people while putting this amount makes an error. For the amount which is being withdrawn by the promoter in the Rera designated bank account, everyone states the amount which is to the corresponding bank of the Rera separate bank account. That is wrong. I hope you are getting my point. The Rera designated separate bank account from where 170 is getting deposited, that 70 we cannot directly use in table B, stating that this particular amount is being withdrawn for the Rera designated withdrawn for construction activity. सो उसमें टेबल बी में वो ध्यान रखो हमेशा. दिस इज फॉर्म 1. दिख रहा है? This is Form 1. What is the common error in this Form 1? The common error in this Form 1 is particular table, this table, building details. These building details has to be given for each building or each wing. It cannot be given in total complexity. Like if there I am constructing a single building which has two wings, wing A and wing B, then I have to make sure these particular details are also mentioned for wing A as well as wing B. Okay, so you have to make sure while issuing Form 1, the architect who is issuing Form 1 has to issue Form 1 on the basis of these details. And this will be common for both the buildings, both the wings or both the buildings. Correct? Yes. No discretion. This template has been provided by the Rera department itself. This is Form 1. Correct? This is Form 2. ये देखो, total estimated cost of the building wing as on 30th September 22, date of registration is so and so, and then cost incurred as on so and so, and then work done percentage and balance cost to be incurred. So you have to compare this with your total cost incurred for the construction purpose in Form 3. We have to put this amount, but as at present we do not have that facility in the system generated Form 3, so we have to manually put. So we will be cross verifying, and whichever is higher we can put. These all details are available on the Rera portal. Form 1, Form 2, Form 5. Form 3 is not available in the public domain. This is the table B, which is for common amenities. If in case any expenditure which is incurred, which was not considered before and at the time of registration of the project, that particular amount can be mentioned over here. Cost incurred on additional extra items as on the date in Form T. Form 2 as well as there is an option in Form 3 also. Yes, everything is defined so that there is a uniformity. And now they are collecting this information in this particular format in the website itself. So maybe with some clicks they have a full data matrix stating that how the project are progressing, as well as to check is there any red flags in the whole project. At present they are not checking the red flags, but in the due course they can, because all data will be in on a single click. This is Form 5, just for your reference. See, this is Form 5. It is bifurcated in 4 parts. The first is about total amount as collection from allottees. Second is about bank account detail. The third is for utilization, and fourth is comments. Form 5 we are not covering today. We are only covering Form 3 and bank account operations. This is the Form 3. This is not a system generated form 3. This is a pro forma for your reference. The system generated form 3 will look more beautiful than this. This is table A, table B, actual cost incurred on the project. Here you have to put all the details which are incurred, and here it is about development cost, cost of construction, and majorly here where we discuss amount withdrawn till date of this certificate from the Rera designated bank account. Here there are majorly errors which we have seen. This particular row number 6. Everyone puts the amount which is withdrawn from the Rera designated bank account, the amount which is withdrawn. Yeah, 70%, but that is wrong. सब लोग देते हैं फॉर्म 3, बोलो कुछ तो बोलो, तो फिर मैं बताता हूँ. बोलो बोलो. See this amount, actually what happens, जैसे सर ने बताया कि there are errors sometime, कि you have not deposited in Rera separate bank account, in Rera collection account, you have directly deposited in Rera transaction bank account. तो आपका ये 70% में हिट ही नहीं हुआ है. अरे रेयर केस है. चलो आगे आते हैं. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं वो मैं बताता हूँ, फिर आप देखना कि आप क्या करते हो. We take all the amount which is collected from allottees, जो भी amount collect हुआ है उसका 70% लेते हैं, and if there is any balance in lying idle in our Rera separate bank account, that we minus and then we put this amount. So basically you have to cross check whenever you are putting this amount. In this way the calculation has to be done. Once you have to cross check. Yes, minus the closing balance of separate bank account. अगर आपका परफेक्टली हर एक रुपया कलेक्शन बैंक अकाउंट में आ रहा है, सर आपने अभी तो बोला कि आप सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट से जो भी पैसा विड्रॉ हो रहा है वो लिख रहे हो. रहता है. हाँ आपके उसमें नहीं रहता है, बोलो. हाँ जनरल. हाँ आप आपके प्रमोटर अच्छे हैं सर, जो कलेक्शन में ही डाल रहे हैं, बाकी किसी के अच्छे नहीं है. I hope you have got this point. हाँ मैं समझा देता हूँ. वो अभी आप बोलोगे टोटल अमाउंट जो यहाँ पे देखो टेबल सी है ना, पहले मैं ऊपर से बताता हूँ, फिर वापस से हम लोग टेबल ए से जाएंगे. ठीक है. टेबल सी में यहाँ पे क्या बोला है आपको, फ्लैट नंबर, कारपेट एरिया, यूनिट कंसिडरेशन एज पर अलॉटमेंट लेटर, एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल, रिसीव्ड अमाउंट एंड बैलेंस रिसीवेबल्स. तो ये जो रिसीव्ड अमाउंट है उसका 70% यहाँ पे आएगा, और माइनस इफ एनी अमाउंट विच इज बीइंग आइडल इन माई रेरा सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट, वो माइनस हो जाएगा बिकॉज दैट पर्टिकुलर अमाउंट आई हैड नॉट विड्रॉन. तो उसका मुझे विड्रॉल लिमिट मिलना चाहिए, तो उसके लिए मैं वो माइनस कर रहा हूँ, और जो भी पैसा मिला उसका 70% में ले रहा हूँ. आई होप यू गॉट पॉइंट. बहुत सारे जन खाली सेपरेट बैंक अकाउंट का लिख देते हैं. अगर आपका गलती से कोई भी कलेक्शन में नहीं गया है तो आपका वो अमाउंट गलत जा रहा है. विड्रॉल सर्टिफिकेट कम दोगे चलेगा, ज़्यादा मत देना, ध्यान से देना. Estimated cost can be changed, but it has to be taken approval. That is very cumbersome approval process. You have to do it. And estimated cost can be changed only if your approvals are changed. जैसे आपका construction activity was for 10 floors and it has now raised to 14 or 15, then only you can go for estimated change. पहले से ज़्यादा नहीं डालने का. ज़्यादा डालोगे तो पेनल्टीज जो भी भरनी है वो ये एस्टिमेशन पे भरनी है. मैक्सिमम ऑफ एस्टिमेटेड. because you have to restrict that amount. ऐसा website restrict नहीं करता है, but you have to restrict it, or you have to put a application for this correction. The chartered accountant will issue certificate on the basis of the certificates which are issued by Form 1, Form 2. But while issuing Form 3, you have to put a application. सर सुन लो मेरा बेटा, चेंज ऑफ एस्टिमेट्स करके एक ऑप्शन है करेक्शन में, तो करेक्शन में जाके आपको चेंज ऑफ एस्टिमेट्स का एक एप्लीकेशन देना है. वो चेंज ऑफ एस्टिमेट्स का एप्लीकेशन अप्रूव होने के लिए 30 to 60 डेज से भी ज़्यादा टाइम जाता है. प्रैक्टिकल डिफ़िकल्टी तो बहुत अलग है सर ये सब करने में, बट ये मैं खाली एक एग्जांपल दे रहा हूँ. 30 to 60 डेज, एग्जैक्ट नंबर ऑफ डेज जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं ना वो मन में बोल रहे हैं सर आप 60 डेज में ला के तो दिखाओ. ऐसा है तो ऐसा है तो मतलब द थिंग इज कि करेक्ट करेक्ट sir, I am not telling you to, you have to, what is your estimate, what is your budget? Budget is 100 rupees. How can you give an approval for 110? Can you give? It will be 100 itself. You can put a comment, sir, sun lo. You can put a comment in the table G stating that the amount incurred is 110, whereas as the estimated amount declared by the promoter is 100 rupees, I am restricting this amount as 100 rupees. You have to put a declaration, or what you can do, you can ask the promoter to go for change in estimates. अगर वो change in estimates को बहुत टाइम जाने वाला है, आप वो समझो. मैं 30-60 डेज ये देख के बता रहा हूँ, बट इट हाँ तो इट इज़ हाँ तो आप चाहिए तो आप कर सकते हो. अभी वर्स्ट कम वर्स्ट सिनेरियो, क्लाइंट इज गोइंग टू गिव मी फीस, तो मैं बोलूँगा हाँ चलो दे देता हूँ, तो वैसा है आप दे भी सकते हो. बट कल उठ के वो कुछ किया तो आपको पहले पकड़ेंगे, आपने क्यों किया, तो फिर तभी आपको कोई नहीं आएगा, वो प्रमोटर भी जेल में है. तो उससे अच्छा है कि भाई मत दो ना. फॉर्म 3 में ध्यान रखो, बस कुछ भी हो जाए, बिकॉज दिस पर्टिकुलर कंप्लेन विल बी डायरेक्टली गिवन टू इंस्टीट्यूट. अगर आपने ये फॉर्म 3 फॉर्म 5 दोनों एक ही CNA साइन किया है, या फॉर्म 3 में कुछ एक्सेस आपने विड्रॉल दिया है, तो दिस ऑल कंप्लेन्स विल डायरेक्टली गिवन टू इंस्टीट्यूट. एंड बहुत सारे उन लोग निकाल रहे हैं, उन लोग रैंडम ऑडिट भी कर रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए बेटर है टेक प्रिकॉशन. Table C, and in unsold, in this unsold inventory, firstly at the time of registration, we used to do 1.1 for the carpet area to be multiplied by the ASR rate. We used to do 1.1. Now at the time of registration, the department is telling us to not to do into 1.1. The 1.1 was to convert the carpet area, super built up area, change to carpet area. For that we were built up area changed to carpet area. For that we were doing it, but that is not required to be done. So whatever is the ASR rate into the unit carpet area, we have to multiply and put it. How can you? No. कुछ भी मत करो. पहले कर रहे थे 1.1 मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे थे, अभी हम लोग ने बंद कर दिया बिकॉज द रेरा रजिस्ट्रेशन टेक्स द क्वेरी, सो इट इज़ बेटर नॉट टू डू. सर दैट इज नॉट अ कलेक्शन, इट इज़ अ डीम्ड अमाउंट. It is a deemed amount. Where it is a collection account? It will be less. The table E states about only designated bank account details. So make sure whenever you are putting table E, put about designated bank account. Table F is means of finance. Table F means of finance. So here we have to mention own funds, total borrowed funds, total borrowed secured and unsecured, customer receipts used for the project, total funds for project, and total estimated cost. In total estimated cost, put the total estimated cost as per table A in all the 3 columns. At the time of registration, put total estimated cost as per table A in all the 3 columns. And if you are putting total borrowed funds, secured or unsecured, the Rera department will raise a query stating that I am talking about at the time of registration. Registration. So at the time of registration, the Rera department will take a query stating that you have to put out a declaration for putting the amounts in secured or unsecured loans. So better not to put itself. Put 00. And customer use for the project should be more than sir, you put it, you will get a query. After 7 days again you put the application. Afterwards you change it. I am giving a disclaimer. जिसको डालना है करो ऐसे, जिसको नहीं करना है अपने मर्जी से करो. वापस क्वेरी आएगा, फिर 7 दिन के बाद वही जवाब देना जो मैंने आज दिया. Total estimated funds or customer receipts used for the project should be greater than total estimated cost. So whenever you are putting this tabular, these are the do's and don'ts which we have to make sure we check it while issuing form 3 at the time of registration. And whatever comments is there, we have to make sure we give the comments in table G. Key estimates are not being certified, are being certified by the promoter, and all such type of comments has to be provided in any other comments. And this form 3 should be given with the UDIN. No certificates without UDIN are accepted. Sorry? Annexure D. Yeah. Yes. A full form 3 will be given. Yeah. See, this was your comment to be filled for ongoing projects only. That is what I am telling you. Kindly read this. To be filled for ongoing projects only. For row 5 you are talking about 70 or 100%. I agree what you are telling me, but majorly all opinions are the same, that it has to be applied only for to be ongoing projects. It has to be for ongoing projects, means the projects which are registered during 1/7/2017. So for table D, that is the last row 5, that is the condition. Rest all it is auto populated from your other tables. Okay, we will just go through table A, so automatically your table B will be covered out. Okay, so first point is value of land as per ASR. Value of land as per ASR. So whenever we are giving form 3, the value of land as per ASR has to be given in estimated as well as incurred. In society redevelopment, value of land as per ASR will be nil. So if you are putting nil, you have to put a comment. जहाँ पे भी कुछ भी करोगे, ये जो मैं बता रहा हूँ comment देना है या certificate देना है, that is on the basis of the registration queries which we get day to day. Okay, so if you put the comment, your work will be saved by 2 to 3 days. If you don't put the comment, department will raise a query, you come again in 7 days. The second is estimated amount of premium payable to obtain development rights, FSI, additional FSI, fungible, any other incentive, in deficiency under DCR from local authority. This amount you can take from architect. You can request from architect if there is any amount which is used payment for FSI development rights. Here in for value of land as per ASR, in the case of JDA, area sharing or revenue sharing. Can you let me know what will be the value of land as per ASR? Value of land as per ASR in the case of joint development agreement in area sharing or revenue sharing. ASR. So how you will calculate ASR? Sorry? FSI रेट अलग रहता है सर. लैंड का रेट है ये तो. सर्कल रेट ज़ीरो डालूंगा सर, आपका ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट तो बहुत कम रहेगा सर. मेरे को बैंक अकाउंट का विड्रॉल ही नहीं मिलेगा. आपका ही क्वेरी था ना सर उसके दिन का. बट वो तो आप एडजुडिकेशन भी कराते हो. आप स्टैम्प ड्यूटी कम भरना चाहते हो ना, तो एडजुडिकेशन कराते हो सर. तो फिर बोलो बोलो. बोलो. एजुकेशन ऑर्डर में ही लिखा हुआ रहता है वैल्यू ऑफ लैंड. हाँ, वैल्यू ऑफ लैंड एंड द कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट ऑफ द फ्लैट यूनिट्स. तो जो भी वैल्यू ऑफ लैंड दिया रहेगा एजुकेशन ऑर्डर में, वही लिख लेने का. सॉरी सर, वापस एरिया पे आ गए. एजुकेशन ऑर्डर में टोटली लिखा रहता है सर. ओके. एजुकेशन में कम करा निकल जाते. मोर कहाँ से आ गया वापस? हम्म 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 हम्म. ओके. थोड़ा बहुत सही है, थोड़ा बहुत. ओके सर, दैट इज करेक्ट, बट लिटिल बिट is pending. When you calculate the stamp duty, the land cost as well as the construction cost to be constructed. Yes, 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 that's what. So that all has to be considered, and then you will get land cost and the construction cost differently. हाँ. Total पे stamp duty भरोगे, but the order states the value of land as well as the construction cost of the units. That what I'm telling. Yes, लैंड कॉस्ट ही लेना है. उधर टोटल वैल्यू लिखा रहता है. इंडेक्स 2 पे टोटल वैल्यू लिखा रहेगा 15 करोड़. तो 15 करोड़ कंप्राइजेस ऑफ योर कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट एज वेल एज योर लैंड कॉस्ट. तो लैंड कॉस्ट ही लिखना है. हम लोग इंडेक्स 2 के हिसाब से 15 करोड़ लिख देते हैं. तो वो हम लोग को डायरेक्टली मिल रहा है, तो वही लिख रहे हैं ऐसे. यस, करेक्ट. नहीं, FSI નું નથી રેટ સર. Estimated cost of TDR, estimated amount payable to state government, duty administration or competent authority or any other statutory authority or stamp duty, transfer charges, registration fees, etc. Then this all. And here they have given an option like for interest, any other cost including interest estimated on the borrowing done specifically for construction of rehabilitation component. They have specifically stated over here. So if you have taken any funding for construction of rehabilitation component, then you can put over here. And if you want to put in other, interest payable to financial institutions, scheduled banks, non-banking financial institution or money lenders on construction funding or money borrowed for construction. Interest payable to financial institution. सर, आपका अनसिक्योर लोन कैसे किधर है? शेड्यूल बैंक, NBFC और मनी लेंडर्स ऑन कंस्ट्रक्शन फंडिंग. हाँ हाँ, यस. हाँ, तो वही बोल रहा हूँ, आपका अनसिक्योर लोन को मनी लेंडर रहना चाहिए सर, तो ही आप उसको इनकड़ में डाल सकते हैं। सॉरी, वो ऊपर मिलेगा ना आपको, ये रहा ना, एनी अदर कॉस्ट। और बट दैट इज नॉट अलाउड, लैंड कॉस्ट का लैंड कॉस्ट में ही आ जाएगा। ये इसमें ये रहा ना लैंड का वन। यस, दे आर डिनाइंग इट, स्टेटिंग दैट कि यू हैव नॉट गिवन अ डिक्लेरेशन। यही लेटेस्ट है, मैंने वेबसाइट में से अभी निकाला हुआ है। दिस इज द लेटेस्ट, ये सेम टेबल बी में है वापस। एंड देन सी डी सी में तो जो अलॉटमेंट लेटर के हिसाब से वो है, ट्राई टू टेक द यूनिट कंसिडरेशन एज पर एग्रीमेंट और लेटर ऑफ अलॉटमेंट. We do not know when this amount will get freezed, because in the new Kriti, Mahakriti, you have to put this amount in technical details. If this started getting freezing, then there will be lots of correction application. And for if you have selected by mistake some flats as rehab, and afterwards you are selling it in open market and changing the flats, then also you have to make a correction application. So make sure whatever flats which are allocated to rehab are specifically identified, or your work will get more, because the correction application to get approved is very difficult. Sorry? During the construction, during the real estate project, yes. Yes, he from 30% he can withdraw anytime. From the 70% also he can withdraw. To yes. Table C contains carpet area. हाँ. Even rehab portion you can do. Yes. I'm not getting it. Interest on land cost is not given. Not available. Right. Any other question? Rehab will be part of table C itself. टेबल सी में ही आपको रिहैब का करना है. यहाँ पे जो लिखा है स्टेटमेंट ऑफ फॉर कलेक्शन ऑफ रिसीवेबल फ्रॉम द सेल्स ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट प्रोजेक्ट, ऐसे ही आपको यहाँ पे अलग से एक टेबल बनाना है स्टेटिंग दैट द अमाउंट फ्लैट एलोकेटेड टू रिहैब मेंबर्स. वैसे कर सेम वैसे ही सेम नीचे. यस. नहीं समझा नहीं. सेलेबल still it will come over. It will be altogether a different project. मतलब ये एक different table देना है आपको उसको, so that you specify it कि this is not for sale or this is not for your project basically. वैसे see, you can segregate in the above table are also in rehabilitation. See table A, here under rehabilitation there is estimated construction cost of rehab building including site development and infrastructure for the same as certified by engineer. Yeah, either you can bifurcate those amounts in table A and table B, or you can put all the amount in table B. You have both options. I usually do table B. My friends puts in table A, so it is optional. Only I take it rent and the other allowances which we pay to the tenants, we take in rehab part. Yes, yes, you can do it. You put comment afterwards. Whatever you do, you put comment. Yes. So that whenever they see form 3, little bit of your queries get resolved. No. Sir, form 3, sometimes it's like on a hurry you give it form 3 because 20 April is your deadline. And in between if there is something change, so in accounts your revenue will be different. So that's why. The additional amount which will be collectible, first you have to put what is collectible, what is collected, and balance receivable. These three amounts will be there. Okay. और कुछ क्वेश्चन? सर का एक क्वेश्चन था कि सेल्फ रीडेवलपमेंट में एंड डेवलपमेंट रीडेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट में क्या फ़र्क है या क्या बेनिफिट है? सेल्फ रीडेवलपमेंट हैज़ अ बिगर बेनिफिट दैन द रीडेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट, बिकॉज रीडेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट में बिल्डर का प्रॉफिट भी इंक्लूडेड है. तो आपको कैलकुलेट करना है कि बिल्डर का कितना प्रॉफिट है वो आपके मेंबर्स को मिलेगा. रिस्क रिवॉर्ड तो आपके मेंबर्स की मैच्योरिटी पे डिपेंड है, आपके और आपके मेंबर्स के ऊपर डिपेंड है. बिकॉज सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट रिक्वायर्स 100% वोटिंग in favor of the project, and in redevelopment project 51% is required. Even after getting approval of more than 75% members, there are projects which are not getting started on time. Correct? So what is beneficial for your members or for as a whole, you have to take that call. Correct. That's why there is. हाँ, आप बेल मुझे मार और आप और मैं दवाई खाऊं. So it is better, it depends on your members and your maturity of the members, because without maturity of the members it's very difficult. We have to call them, so you please give me their PMC numbers or the the society members, guys. I will call them in our Rera study group member team, and we will. Yeah, you please provide the number. Either you can provide to him, so he is also our Rera. Yeah, we will find out, you don't worry. Yeah, provide the maximum details. Okay, okay, okay.
Further questions we will take offline. Kindly conclude.
Last. I'm not able.
For revenue share, for withdrawing the money, like the promoters share, so what document do we have to, what self-declare undertaking we have to submit to the banker for promoter withdrawal, that's 70%? Because Form 3 is for the Rera project, right? So for the promoter share, if I want to withdraw that money, because now it is a requirement that Rera will allow you to have a separate account number for the promoter. Then how can I withdraw the money? Like bank requires some proof, right? For the withdrawal, for the promoter share.
Form 1, Form 2 and Form 3 you have to submit. Yes, for promoter only we are discussing now.
Sorry, I mean to say landowner, landowner.
Landowner also 1, 2, 3. There will be single Form 3 for landowner as well as the developer.
Okay.
There are no two Form 3 concepts. Only one Form 3 has to be issued. There should be a memorandum of understanding. We have to consult to our landowner or the developer stating that how the bank account withdrawal limit will be available to landowner as well as the developer. We have to consult them beforehand so that there is no dispute later on. अगर सर ने गलती से फॉर्म 3 में लैंड कॉस्ट नहीं डाला और लैंड कॉस्ट ही आपका 10 करोड़ है एज पर ए सर, तो यू विल नॉट गेट द विड्रॉल लिमिट ऑफ योर लैंड कॉस्ट, तो फिर आपका डिस्प्यूट चालू हो जाएगा. तो इट इज़ बेटर कि वाइल इशूइंग फॉर्म बी you make sure the land cost as per ASR has been written in your form 3 of the developer. हाँ. Correct. हाँ. Okay. Last. But sir, in that case, it is not a dispute. Last question, then we will take offline.
In revenue from operations, auditor has given qualification कि रेरा में फॉर्म 3 में न्यूमेरिकल फिगर अलग है और रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस में अलग है, तो उसके लिए क्या सॉल्यूशन?
I don't know. Reconciliation बनाना पड़ेगा. Why you have taken this much revenue?
इनकम टैक्स में स्क्रूटिनी में प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो सकती है.
फॉर्म 3 सर, ये जो हम लोग वीडियो बना के डाल रहे हैं तो उसी से सब लोग सीख रहे हैं. फॉर्म 3 देखना चाहिए. तो दिस इज़ लाइक दिस कि दोज हु डजंट नो आर स्लोली गेटिंग टू नो व्हाट इज़ फॉर्म 3. तो वहाँ पे आपको ये हो रहा है, बाकी कुछ नहीं है. वेन एवर एंड दैट इज़ नॉट ए बिग कंसर्न. यू कैन गिव अ रिकन्सिलेशन स्टेटिंग दैट आपका जीएसटी का टर्नओवर और इनकम टैक्स का टर्नओवर भी मैच नहीं होता है कभी कभी. सो यू पुट अ रिकन्सिलेशन. सो इट इज़ एज सिंपल एज दैट. ओके. फॉर्म 5 और आपका इसका आना चाहिए क्वेरी रेवेन्यू का, आपका अलग वे जा रहा है. फॉर्म 3 और उसका नहीं जाएगा, फॉर्म 5 और रेवेन्यू का जाएगा, तो आपका क्वेरी ये है. ठीक है, दैट्स ऑल. वी कैन डिस्कस योर क्वेश्चंस आफ्टरवर्ड्स आफ्टर दिस सेशन. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Kunal, for such a wonderful session. Members, tomorrow morning we have a session on yoga at 7:15 to 8:30 at same hall. Please do come with your family members. Now I request Bijal Joshi to propose a well-deserved vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. So before giving the formal vote of thanks, I would like to congratulate the conveners for today's meeting. It was not a study circle meeting, it was a study group discussion we had because the participation was from all the members present today. So I really a big thank to all of you present today for the session. Now coming to the formal vote of thanks. So I would like to thank sir for breaking down the bank operation under Rera, alongside Form 1 and 2 sharing his insights along with Form 3. And so you have shared the real world examples, especially around the common compliance gap, which were really eye-opening for all of us present here. We really appreciate for the time, and thank you once again who all joined and made this session very engaging. Thank you so much.